Peace and love, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned into your favorite podcast, Featured. And I'm your host with the most, Kush Tucker, coming live and direct in full effect with my co-host,
Mike L. Peace and love, y'all.
And today's special guest is Mr. CR.
We got you, baby. We got you.
And also a returning guest, God of Reef. How you doing today, brother?
Good, man. Good to see you, God.
Good to see you. And today, Mr. CR is promoting his new single and music video, Survivor. Let's get straight into it.
Survivor. Make something out of nothing like MacGyver. We don't stress out when we hard timing. We just get the fuck up and start grinding. Cause I'm a boss. Survivor. Make something out of nothing like MacGyver. On many days when the sun don't shine, I still gotta stay focused and get mine all the time. Hey. Working a 9 to 5, all the bullshit I've been through, I'm happy to be alive. I done gang bang, sold drugs, hung around blood, cuz far from a sucker, regardless of what you thought it was. A grown man, miss me with the negativity. Inflation going up, it's expensive living in the city. So at this point in my life, I got to make sure that my pockets is right. Cash on demand, money in hand, a couple $100,000 on business I stand firmly. Feet pounding on the pavement, came a long way from court dates and arraignments. Graduated from the street life to entertainment. I'm my own manager and talent agent. Headed to the top and it feels amazing. Prayers being answered by God, my life's changing.
Hey, man, if y'all want to hear the rest of that, Jack, y'all got to go download that ASAP, man. Mr. CR, tell them where they can find that.
Oh, yeah, man. All you got to do is it's available on anywhere music is digitally distributed.
Oh, for sure.
It's also a single off of my new album called Mr. CR is Back.
Man, so is that already out too?
Yeah, that's out right now.
Hey, man, so y'all go ahead and get that whole album, man. It already sounds to me like it's a West Coast classic. Yeah. I know I'm going to listen to it tonight. Yeah, feel me? Yeah. I like this, man. The boss. Survivor. It's catchy, G. It gets stuck in your head instantly.
Yeah, totally. It's a great hook, man. It's a great hook.
No, off the rip, man. Tell me, like, was this like inspired by like a particular event? Like what was like the thought process on this song?
Well, basically, I'm in my late 40s right now, so actually, it happened in like an awakening period. It was like, wait a minute,
okay?
Because sometimes if you don't pay attention to what you got going on, you could be 16 for the rest of your life. The age is 16 for the rest of your life, and I was doing a bunch of stupid shit. So I was like, wait a minute, hold on, man.
Oh God,
I'm in my late 40s. What am I doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everything, once I realized that, everything started opening up. I'm like, I got to change my shit.
No, real shit.
I mean? So that's what inspired the song, man. I ain't got time for this other stupid shit.
Yeah.
I got to pay rent.
No, for real.
Where I need to go.
This is real.
It's real.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what it was.
Nah, you got goals, like things that you want to accomplish. So you like, nah, hold on, man. Yeah. Nah, I feel that in this song, man. Like,
totally. Well, the system is designed to keep most black men in the mental age of 17 to you like 35. A lot of people don't know that. Like, everything is designed so that you stay 17 for 17 more years.
Yeah.
So where you should maybe be looking at, let's say, not necessarily college, but a trade, or how you gonna put your home loan together. Yeah. You know how credit works. You ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, because I see now. Had I not dropped out and just stayed the course, I could have, finished high school, went to college, and chose whatever it is I wanted to do. And be doing that right now. But instead, boss,
survivor.
But we need that though. We still need you to be here as a boss and a survivor.
Yeah,
someone got to hear that. So I believe everything is for a reason.
Yeah.
Not discount. I don't believe in wrong.
This is a great testimonial song.
That's a testimonial.
It's a testimonial, bro, for real. Like, this is off the chain because so many people sometimes try to water down their story.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then people don't really get like the full thing about what you really survived through.
Yeah, I'm
you feel me?
Look, I got an interview on Street TV right now talking about how I got betrayed by the gang I was fucking with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There ain't no shame in my shit because everything I did was 100%. Anybody from that lifestyle. See, the first thing you got to realize about the gang shit, that life is about what people think about you.
Yeah.
I'm the tough guy. I'm
Totally.
the tough guy. But then, you know, you might get into a situation where you might reach the top of that, and then people turn on you and all that old type of shit and then spread lies and rumors. I learned that, man, I don't give a fuck about what none of these dudes say about me. As long as they don't approach me about it, I don't care. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. I haven't done anything. They just was some foul-ass cats. And, you know what I mean? I got to just keep it pushing. Hey, that's what I subjected myself to. I did that to myself by making those type of decisions, but I should have been doing some other shit. So I ain't tripping. I just own up to it. I just got to keep it pushing.
Yeah, that's church.
No, that's real. That's church.
That's church right there.
Amen to that.
Taking responsibility.
Yeah, because it's not my fault. And then I have to say, oh, that nigga's a bitch. And then I know I'm not no bitch. And the nigga saying it, no, I ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
But
That's why nigga ain't gonna first say it to your face like nigga
Hey,
gossiping.
Yeah, go ahead and do that over there. I'm gonna be over here trying to get my shit together. You know?
Nah. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. It touched me when you mentioned that you could see that God was affecting your life. And you see change.
Yeah.
Because a gang of people won't notice change in their life. They not looking at some of their prayers been answered.
Yeah.
Like you might have prayed for 10 things and 3 came true, but because you so caught up on the other 7, you ain't noticed the 3 that came through.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'll be thinking about I was at a point when I was like, damn, why I ain't got that? And then I had to sit back and analyze. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not on the bus anymore. I'm not in that house, but I'm not on the
Totally.
I'm doing good. Let me keep going.
Yeah, we keep on going.
Keep going.
Now it's one day at a time. Feel me? You can't say that your game busted or anything just because you missing a few little components. What I strongly believe in every day is that God already's provided you with everything that you need. It's just that I ain't saying you particularly. When I say when I'm about to say you, I'm saying like the public, all of us. Sometimes we all can get caught up in anxiety to where like you can't, when you're not calm, you can't see clearly and be like, no, what, man, I really have got a lot done. Like I've come a long way. Feel me? So like you really do got to be your biggest cheerleader or biggest campaigner. You feel me? Because everybody ain't gonna clap for you, pat you on the back. You feel me?
Well, a lot of
and let you know, hey man, you did a great job. Like
a lot of people ain't been trained to do it.
Yeah.
So you might be sharing all your dreams with family and your girlfriend and all of that, and they like, oh, okay, and you're like, well, hold up, I'm doing some good shit. But they weren't trained to necessarily clap for you and to say, go forward and do that. That's all in movies. In real life, people caught up in themselves.
Yeah.
And it ain't personal.
That's why they got this thing called. I've been watching a lot of that inspirational videos by certain guys on YouTube.
Yeah.
One guy said that's why I go into monk mode. You know what I mean? He just
I feel it.
everybody.
Yeah.
Get his shit together when he got his shit where he want to be. Then he come back and do his thing.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm in right now. I'm in monk mode. Hey bitch, you can't. You don't want to fuck with me no more because I ain't the same way I was financially when I was fucking with you now. All right, well bitch, go see you later. Bye. I go get the better one of you when I get my shit together like how I want it to be.
Oh God.
Hey, you gonna jump shit? You ain't gonna stay down with me. All right, go do what you gonna do then, bitch. I realized it was my turn, and now my turn.
You gotta give me some of that. Give me some of that. See y'all real talk. Hey,
don't come back now. You hear?
Hey man, Million Mac March. It's just my turn, March too.
I told you it's coming.
Hey, it's coming.
Hey
man. Hey, cause me and him been saying this since about like 2021. That like ain't no point in getting angry about no broad or anything, not wanting to mess with you no more or anything, because it's just your turn, my brother. Feel me? So just be happy.
Could have been 1 month.
Yeah. But just enjoy the time.
It could have been one night.
Hey, make it good too. That's why I just always make it good. Like, feel me? Because if you make it good and it don't ever be like no arguments or nothing, when she break it off, because that's usually how it ends. Women break it off for whatever reason. Maybe she found a new dude. That's fine.
Don't matter.
It don't matter. That's what I'm saying. Feel me? The whole point is as long as you kept shit smooth, she always going to want to come back and hit you up again.
And that's really what's all that's ever been happening.
Yeah, that's all that's ever been happening. Sometimes it should turn for 3 months, 6 months. You might take a break, then it should turn again with another woman for 5 months, 6 months. What? It don't really matter. Feel me? It's just your time. I like how you touched on that though, CR.
Well, you said that just came straight off the tongue.
Yeah.
So, but we talk with a lot of men, and they don't necessarily feel that way.
Don't subscribe to it. Niggas be ready to crash out over one.
They still possess.
Ready to shoot a nigga over a woman. I be like, come on, dog. It ain't never that serious for a nigga to lose his life or for you. Man. Cause that's 2 people losing their life. The nigga that's shot dead or some shit or stabbed, and now the nigga that's in jail. There's 2 lives gone.
Look, I just seen the guy.
And she out here still fucking other niggas.
I'm saying, I seen the guy. He went to jail when he was like a teenager, and then he had just recently got out. At like 25, now he's all buff and all that. And then what he started doing, start bullying people from his neighborhood, right? And then he ended up fucking his homeboy's girlfriend. this nigga ends up killing the guy who just got out of jail.
God
Now
damn.
he's on the run, and this bitch lives to go fuck another motherfucker. Ain't no bitch. Hey, last time I checked, ain't no bitches killing over no niggas out here. I ain't about to do none of that. I ain't
Nah.
none of that. None of that.
It's a two or few, but you know it's not enough.
It's rare.
Yeah, ain't enough to where you hearing about it a lot. Like, nah, women is moving on fast. Like,
If I find me a bitch that's willing to kill over me, I'm just gonna hand her a gun and tell her to go point it in the direction of a bank or something. Hey man, take a life
He
for
was
me.
like-
Fuck you money then.
he said, "Baby, don't kill for me,
He said,
steal from me."
you just need new direction.
Yeah,
But I like your motivation. Now I feel you on that one.
CR said, "You got gusto."
But a little bit of crust though. So, now that it's amazing. It's amazing that like we live in this world and people still want to possess.
Yeah,
And you ain't even gonna take this body with you when you leave. So what we've been examining is that, okay, I like when you said that you're gonna go into the lab as a monk and then come out with the next level.
Yeah.
And see how I look at it as a man, you just come with your next level and you share your fruits. Yeah. Don't even trip on who can give back, who can participate.
yeah,
Because this is part of you. Everyone can't do it. And it's a lie when you look at TV shows. Everyone can't do it. Let's stop this lie right now.
yeah.
There wouldn't be nothing to talk about if everybody was equal.
No, for sure.
The
If
whole-
everybody was doers, it wouldn't be nobody watching shit.
Totally.
Everybody's not a
Yeah,
doer.
man. So there's a certain amount of those who produce and those who just consume. I don't
Yeah.
believe it's wrong or right. I just believe the numbers is whatever the numbers is. So if you a motivated man or woman, get yours and then spread it around. I ain't saying give it away like to anyone,
Yeah.
but for those friends and family members or lovers who come and you felt took from you, they really couldn't take from you because you had it.
Oh God.
More than likely, you're going to go back in the lab again and figure out how to get more. And just, you understand, the streets might say, oh, that person's a trick. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Because once again, it ain't tricking if you got it. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can see it's two sides of that coin.
Yeah, no, it's only. I feel like that also is involved like with more once again intention, like both parties like in the thought process into the exchange. Cause I feel like you a trick if a woman is looking at you that way, like I got that nigga, I tricked him, I told him I needed the money for this, but I really needed the money for that. You feel me?
But what if he knew she was lying, but he just decided she's ours?
So that's what I'm saying. In his mind, he not a trick. That's what I'm saying. It's all about the intention.
Yeah.
In his mind, like I truly helped you.
See,
It's all about the thought and the intention, like the emotional content that's going into the gesture
Yeah, that's
or
why-
the exchange.
Yeah, that's why. And then plus, in this materialistic world that we living in, the only way I could see a chick gives a fuck about me is by what she do for me financially. Since it's a materialistic world that we living in,
Yeah.
she got her shit together and she really like me and she not using me. But then I noticed too, a lot of chicks out here, it's the ones that ain't really got themselves together that be trying to use cats for petty shit.
Yeah, nah, it is.
Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of young girls, and we don't have a lot of women.
yeah.
Nah, it
But,
is.
hey, but see, that go to what we were saying. It's a lot of bitches that's like 20-something, 30-something, 40-something, but they still stuck at 12.
No, totally.
Yeah,
And then men aren't allowed to counsel women. So women tell you all day long, be a man.
even though I think she needs a daddy.
Definitely. But we're not allowed to counsel them. We're not allowed to tell them. I mean, you can say it, but the wall go up.
Yeah,
Even if the math later on shows you was right, there's still a wall to the proper math. Like, hey, honey, I told you don't do this. Hey, sweetie, I should.
Yeah, they rather find out later than sooner, you know.
Yeah. But we dealing with creatures that are emotional,
Yeah.
as opposed to logical. So that's why we sat down we did mushrooms one night and was talking about it. And was like, man, how are we really gonna deal with this? I mean, because in this time period, the way the women look, if you're gonna be negative, the women look bad. Because it's like they still want traditional men, but they ain't got nothing traditional to offer for it.
Yeah. And I think that's the illusion for them of getting one of them $100,000, $1 million dudes. They all believe that they can snatch one, and that's why they give themselves that grace to just do and act however. Because they all believe in it. Oh, I could just get $1 million. I don't need to stay down at this level.
You're not the one anyway.
Yeah, you're not the one.
So I
Like,
can disrespect you.
But what don't make sense is that they never take into consideration that like if a nigga got millions and millions of dollars or whatever, why would he choose you?
Yeah.
That part. That part right
What are
there.
you offering to a millionaire? Like a nigga can get the supermodel, bitch. Your body, especially if your body not set up like that, your attitude ain't just yes sir. It ain't gotta be yes sir to everything like you like a servant or some shit. But you should definitely, as the homie Godchild said, you gotta be crazy to argue with the bankroll.
Yeah, these bitches be having $1 million appearance with a $2. You got $1 million attitude with a $2 appearance and shit. Ain't nothing.
Not for real. For real. Just like that. Just like that.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you go outside the country, it's different though.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like we went to Costa Rica. I mean, women cook for us. You get what
Yeah.
they just
And just met us too.
yeah, just met.
Just met us. So it's like
part of
it's
the
a
culture.
like he said before we got out there, they still in like the language of love. So like everything, even like their actions, their behavior, it's like it's all love in it.
Well,
Like
Spanish is amor, mi amor. That's a language that's based on English, isn't?
yeah.
So it's more of a loving relationship. Things are described as either feminine or masculine.
it's a romance.
Yeah, it's a romance.
Yeah.
So you got something different. You know, this is just the
American is a
chopper.
finance language and shit.
Oh God.
I like that. I like that.
More group force.
Yeah, totally.
Oh God.
So you have all of that mixed in. But see, what we were coming to was the conclusion that you don't want to be a man who complains.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Because it's gonna make you a weak man. You
a
want
bitch.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Or a man that lies, because lies weaken you too.
Give him the mic. Give God the mic.
Oh yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah, the haters do want to see you complaining. Like that's what they're waiting for is to see. Oh, see, look, there you go.
Yeah, totally.
Nah, don't give him that.
Well, complaining, you drinking the poison. You think you talking bad about the other person, but it's you talking, so you drinking that poison.
Yeah.
You're not affecting these circumstances that you're complaining about. But if you take responsibility, then you can affect something. Only for you. But that's the only person you're supposed to affect some shit for in the first place. Which is you. So then we were trying to come up with, well, how do you navigate this new dating? And then we were like, she's ours.
Yeah.
That was always the truth.
Oh God, it's your turn.
It's your turn. And so it don't matter. It don't matter if you bought her a Mercedes or put her in the house. So what? When you was there, you was enjoying her. You felt she was worth it. You found out something else is happening on the side. Why would you care? You're still the same guy who bought the Mercedes in the house. You're still powerful.
Yeah, no, for sure.
If you're bothered by the fact that the truth came out, don't smash no more. But if you're not, continue to smash and have something else on the side if that makes you feel safe.
Yeah.
See, anytime they asking a man to feel safe, then I know they done took your manhood. You're supposed to feel safe no matter what the fuck is going on.
Oh God.
So if you sitting there worried about what the broad is doing, I don't feel safe. Where's Lindsay right now? See, you understand? That's what that game is about. It's about taking away your power.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what she's doing right now. I don't care if I left or someone just jumped on it the minute I left. I never could stop that.
No, for sure.
that's-
If that was the plan, it was gonna happen.
It's no way to stop that.
Especially in this underground hip hop community in Los Angeles, man. You know how many times I've been in certain. Me and this guy, we be going to shows and shit. You got so many dudes holding hands. I'm like, damn, it's a room full of us up in there, and he holding hands with the girl that I know. He fucked. He don't, but he don't even realize that because he don't know. But at the end of the day, it's several guys in the room that had their turn with that.
Look, it's all right.
It's on him.
It's all right if he's holding hands with her, but does he know?
Yeah.
See, now if he's holding
And is he
hands
bothered by it?
Yeah, some niggas be knowing and don't even be bothered by it.
Yeah, because I'm the type of nigga ain't gonna be bothered by it. I'm like, nigga, shit. Nigga, if I wasn't with her, then the same thing would be cracking.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be. I'm smacking right now tonight, nigga.
Hey, you best believe it.
Yeah.
Hey, you best believe if I'm walking with the bitch and I know she fucking everybody, you best believe I'm counting Dracula on a bitch, man. Once I stick my fangs in the bitch neck, I'm juicing her for everything. So you best believe I done got something out of this bitch materialistic wise.
Oh, God.
Straight the fuck up to compensate for me. Might be feeling some kind of way that she done sucked several niggas' dicks that I know. Bitch, you gonna have to compensate for that, man. You ain't fucking with me right here, man. I'm gonna do you like this.
So the money is cleanser.
Goddamn right. Make me feel a hell of a lot. Thanks for paying my car note, baby. I needed a refrigerator. Thank you. I needed a new microwave. I needed, you know what I mean?
The toaster was mighty leather.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. Thanks for putting the rest on this rent.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You know what I mean? All that. Bitch, you gonna have to compensate for that.
Them zoom zooms and whams.
Goddamn
Nah,
right.
hey, nah, he on point. Just like, remember the white girl that said, she was like, I pay for everything for my man because I paid Fuck money back, yo, and all these other rappers. And she was like, who else is going to stick around to deal with that?
Yeah, so
It's
she
real
was giving her
shit.
man 10 grand. Her main man, he was getting 10 grand a month.
Yeah. Plus, like, whenever they go out to eat, she paying for everything. He ain't swiping nothing. She tapping the card
Man,
on everything.
hey, bruh.
That's his 10. That's his allowance for the month. Like, he just keeps stable. My 10 grand and my 10 G's. He ain't got to donate to no rent. She pay all the rent. Cause who gonna deal with your silly shit other than me?
Yeah, shit be funny. Hey, when I be going to the grocery store with some of these tramps, so I'll be at the restaurant with some of these tramps, and then we get to be a big basket full of all kind of shit. We throwing it on the thing, and then when we get to the bitch that's go cash, the cashier bitch, when I just step back and they like, bitch point at her like it's on her, people be looking like, oh, that's fucked up. I mean, yeah, but this bitch gonna pay for that.
Yeah. It ain't fucked up. She see the value.
Yeah, I step back like it's on her. She gonna do that.
Well, if you step outside this culture, in other cultures, they pay to marry men.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Y'all didn't
feel
know
me?
that?
Yeah. It's called, they give what's called I think it's called a dowry. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
I didn't know that.
So in this culture, I believe, because you said it earlier, this is a capitalistic culture.
Yeah.
So everything's been switched around. Value's been switched around so that you can have child support court. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can have alimony court and divorce court because your pain is monetized in this country.
Yeah.
So you don't get no remedy, but you can go pay somebody for some bullshit and go stand in a line somewhere.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? But in other cultures, they not doing that. They know that the way nature has set it up is that for every 2 women, 1 man is born, sometimes less. Plus, we got a mortality rate where we die between 0 and 12. So if you take that into consideration, it's always going to be 3 to 4 women per man. So either those women live polygamously with that man, or you live in a culture like this where the women secretly share and complain.
Yeah.
They all sharing the same dick. There's only so much good
Well, you
dick
know
out
what? To reiterate on that, I noticed even in different religious sects, some of them are allowed to have more than one wife. Like, like a lot of the Muslim cats, they can have you said 4 to 1. Muslims, some of them could have up to 4
As long
wives.
as you can take care of all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the
You
real.
can take care of all.
Yeah, on the real.
As long as you can take care of them, it's permitted in it.
Now, if I was a hardcore Muslim, me financially, I wouldn't be able to marry 4 of them because I'm not financially, you know what I mean, ready to take care just 4 at the same.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, in other cultures, the women go and pick the woman for you, bro.
Yeah, that too.
In other words,
That
they
too.
look at the tribe.
Because you want all the women to get along.
Yeah.
So this culture has created a purposeful argument amongst women that I'm gonna be the only one. But if you got 100 men over here and 300 women over there, the truth of the matter is, out of the 100 men, the women only want to really date 20% of them niggas. Only 20% of them niggas is real men.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that too.
Thus creates the competition amongst them.
Yeah.
Hit that dude that they all want.
Yeah.
Ignoring the other ones that they could work with.
And nature made it that way.
Yeah.
Because certain genetics is supposed to stay here and certain genetics is supposed to pass off. So the women really want to have babies with the strongest men
Yeah. It makes
through
sense.
nature. So then what you end up having is 3-4 women sharing one dude. But he can't never walk in the house with any of these women like a man without hearing a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
So then he move on to the 4th. The 5th, thinking he going to find relief.
Oh, God.
But it's the women who have to want to bring that relief through living honestly. Like, there's no way he can just be mine. He's a high-value man. I mean, he handles shit. He when you're around him,
He's funny.
well, you feel
Got great energy.
Well, you feel
yeah.
protected
Like-
around him. You feel because women looking for security.
Marley type
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah. So women looking for security.
All that shit.
Yeah.
So if that dude is high powered like that, you telling me he gonna spend his whole lifetime with one woman, and more than likely she can't really satisfy him because she down 7 days out the month on her menstrual. Then on other days, just as a human being, she just might not want sex, and it's her body, so she got a right to say,
Yeah.
not tonight, baby. So then he got a second or a third woman who's like, oh, you can come over tonight.
Yeah.
Why can't that all be talked about honestly, in the open, in the light?
Yeah.
Feathers get ruffled, man. Feathers get ruffled, man.
But they gonna have to get more rough.
When the crew start raining, you know.
Gotta iron out them wrinkles. Gotta iron out them wrinkles, man.
Well, without living like in the light of what we do and who we are, can't no real progress happen.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Can't no not the progress you want. I only gonna speak for me. I want to walk in whatever house I walk in, and I can hold my chest up high, my chin up high, because whatever I did, I'm not trying to slide around and hide it, and I'm not deleting my text messages and all of that because, I did that. I enjoyed it.
Oh, God.
You know, wish you were there.
Yeah, you don't need to check my phone when I'm asleep because you already know what the business.
Totally.
Yep.
Totally. Because that mentality as a man is next level. But
Yeah.
Because I'm known cats.
But some people like that shit, male and female. Some people like that sneaky shit.
Because the sneak got a certain amount of romance in it.
Yeah, I guess to some people, not to me.
No.
I'd rather truth. But to some people, they like, oh, and it's not even about romance sometimes. It's just about being like on the edge, like klepto steal and shit. I might get caught. I might not.
That's the sneak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, it's like that. I feel like a lot of people sneaking out to get pussy or dick or whatever, like.
But it's also too, like both of y'all said earlier too, like the man realizing it's just your turn too. You know what I mean? There's been plenty of chicks that I had in my apartment. I know these bitches tramps. You know what I mean? But I could sit my phone down and go do what I gotta do. She could jump her ass in the shower and sit her phone down. I'm not finna go on your phone, bitch. I already know you fucking. I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? But it's just to reiterate what y'all was saying earlier. Yeah. And what you were saying just now. It's just, hey man, we know what it is when we going in.
Hey, I'm happy to be in rotation.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm just happy to be in
I don't
rotation.
care what you got going on. It's none of my business.
Don't cut me out the league.
These were the women we were given. And so to me, the women we were given, I trust God and all its work.
Are for us.
These are the women for us. We just might need to change modes because we had Quakers and Puritans tell us all kinds of weirdo shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So we might need to change modes on how we approach it. That's why we appreciated your comment today. Because most men we meet are very dick sensitive about, well, nah, man, I can't blow the bread and I don't believe she's mine. But, bro, it's just a belief.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like you ain't going to never be able unless you're going to hire a detective, bro. You ain't
never going to know what she doing 24/7, bro.
And if you find out what she doing, it might give you a heart attack.
Totally.
Some of these niggas,
Yeah.
give them a heart attack.
So now you got the information, but what you going to do with it?
Exactly.
You know you like her. That's why you was having the Batman running after her at night in the first place.
And those be the situations where I do feel like is the truth necessary? Because like, would it matter or not? Because like, nigga, for instance, like, nigga, when you the nigga on the other end, you trying to holler at a bro, and she like, oh, I already got to do. You like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Like, nigga, you didn't give a fuck then. Like, nigga, why should you give a fuck if you the dude on the other end?
Yeah.
If she's quote unquote made a promise to you saying, oh, it's just you and me, we in a committed relationship or whatever.
It only happened
and then you find out it wasn't that.
It only happened once.
Yeah.
Like
one time that I told you about.
Yeah, that nigga Sugar Free said we could just sit back and compliment each other on one another's lives.
Yeah.
For real.
No, for real. That's real gay.
Yeah, totally. That way you're not living in illusions. Women and children can afford to live in illusions. Men can't.
No, we can't.
Because once you, let's say 18 and everyone may, I talked to my 13-year-old about this. Because when he was younger, his mom and his sisters and them would, dote on him. And I said, yeah, you hit 10 and you wasn't cute no more, bro. That's all that happened. You hit 10 and you wasn't cute no more.
And just simple as that.
Now your farts stink. Clean that dish. While you laying around. I said, yeah. I said, it's like this till you die now, bro.
Yeah.
I said, he was looking. I said, yeah. I said they want your black boy joy.
No, for real.
First they raised you in black boy joy. Now they like, let's get it all back. Let's get it all. Let's
reimbursement.
Yeah, reimbursement. Check that in. Because he couldn't understand. He said, well, why they flipping out on me? I said, bro, it ain't about you.
Yeah.
I said, I went through this. You know what I'm saying? Your brother don't went through this. It's a certain amount of time. You treat it like a star.
No, for sure.
And then something happens. Well, you just hit, maybe you ain't cute no more, whatever it is, and next thing you know, they in your ass. And you wasn't used to this in your ass thing.
Yeah.
And no one gave you warnings. No one officially said, look, starting next year, we're in your ass.
Yeah.
That's it. So,
No headline, no memo.
well, they might not even know they do it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It could be a collective unconscious thing. They don't know they do it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, you just old enough now to get. You look old enough to get yelled at and talk shit to.
Totally.
You walking around here, yeah, your turn.
Why you
What the hell you doing around here?
Yeah, totally. And they can't even explain it to you.
Just like that.
Just like that. I know y'all can all feel this.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, it's facts.
Yeah, it just happens. It just something, and everyone number different, depending on your house.
Yeah.
How your mama and your aunties and your grandmother are. But then that's when you hit the point where you like, I'm gonna go kick it with my uncles. Because up until then he didn't kick it with me. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah. I said it's coming. You know, it's coming. Yeah. Now it's like, okay, let me kick it with pops. I'm kind of seeing. I said, yeah, bro, you got to hang with the men now. So in other cultures, they take the boys around 5. Like in Islamic culture, you go over the middle, they take the boys at 5, bro. They kill that bullshit. They already know the bullshit coming. Women
Motherfucker gonna get feminized and shit.
Yeah, totally. They take the boys at 5.
See, that's where that term bitch nigga come from.
Yeah.
Niggas, a lot of these niggas is like, I know some riders out here, but the way they get down, they base their decisions and their violence off of female tendencies. Acting on being emotional. It's a bunch of dangerous bitch niggas out here.
You ain't never lied, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
You ain't never lied for me.
Man, my nigga said dangerous bitch niggas.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's real. Because I know some killers that they go out to the club and then they woman stand on the porch with a frying pan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, bro,
Man.
no, you don't erase people.
Hey, it's like the homie Faze said, man, use a bitch in a man's body.
No, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
We go through this. I've dealt with some of his friends, and I'll be like, I don't like that dude. And I'll be like, I don't like him. He be like, I'm like, bro, he got bitch in him.
Yeah.
Look how he handled himself. Look how he talked. He said yes, but he meant no. That's just what bras do, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know, another thing too. I'm like, especially with a lot of times I've seen this in the gang culture. How we supposed to be a big organization, right, of killers and gorillas and dope dealers and all that type of shit working together. But if me and you have an argument, it gotta end with a physical altercation. If we supposed to be for the same thing, if we can't communicate and come to a resolution or agree to not fuck with each other, then what is it? Because
It's emotional.
Yeah, it's emotional.
It's bitch shit.
Yeah, it's not no brotherhood shit. Like,
Shit.
Nah, totally. Because 2 men should be able to fight and then sit down and drink a beer
yeah.
and discuss, well, okay, now that we work the physical part of it out, let's get back to the real plan.
Yeah.
But like I said, a lot of men,
Where do the tests stop?
yeah.
It's always like constant test. Now, I feel what you're saying, CR, because it seems like it's a constant
And it's
test. Like,
yeah,
feel me?
and I've seen guys that have that fought and all that, but after the fight, it'll never be the same after that. And then eventually, when somebody get knocked the other one off, but all that shit is bitch shit. Hey,
Yeah, it's all bitch shit.
hey man, let's just let it go and move on.
Yeah.
Your blessing as a man by God is that as a man you happy and dumb. That's your blessing by God, that you happy and dumb. So when I meet men that are depressed, when they constantly arguing, they sad, I try as best as I can tell them, bro, you got bitch in you. Because God sent you here happy and dumb. You get what I'm saying? So your natural thing in the morning is you pump testosterone, which gives you this feeling of, I want to get something done. Whether it's work out, work on a business plan, it don't matter. But you naturally have energy. God made you outwardly strong. Women are inwardly strong. That's why they normally can deal with things men don't want to deal with, and that's fine.
The key part too, get something done. Nigga.
Yeah.
Get something done. I'm gonna call it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So if this is your commission by God, that you was created to be this way, to be happy, not because of your money, not because of your car. Think about it. As a man, it don't take that much to make you happy. That's the great thing about being a man.
Yeah.
You could literally, as a man, sit down and have a delicious sandwich with some chips and a soda and be like, oh, my God.
Yep.
Whereas a woman, her thing might be way more complicated than that.
No, for sure.
She can't have that sandwich like you. She'll eat it, but she'll the whole time think about, I should be having steak.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Whereas a man, you right there in that moment.
It could be something better out there.
Yeah,
I could be eating right now, and you don't even know what it is.
Yeah, you know what? That reminded me. I remember I was dating with this one tramp ass bitch, right? She was like, I had just bought this new car, man. I had it was like this was back in the day. It was like a Magnum. It was like that's like a wagon.
Yeah.
I had rims and all that shit, right? And when I put up with this bitch, watch this bitch see it. As soon as I put up, this bitch came outside, frowned up, and was like, "Well, it ain't like it's a Benz." I'm like, oh, you stupid ass bitch. Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah. She's like, I gotta take him down a peg.
Yeah, she's.
I gotta
Let me chop him down some.
I gotta steal some of his joy.
He's too happy. He pulled up. Why are you smiling? She's like, I gotta crack that nigga smile and turn that upside down to a frown.
I gotta knock him down a peg.
You gotta knock him down a peg.
Nah.
But see, once you start to see these maneuvers, then I started feeling different about women, but in a positive way. I started saying, oh, I see, they sad a lot.
Yeah.
They worried a lot.
Yeah.
Insecure a lot. Yeah. Then I said, well, how do I feel? I was like, nigga, I don't feel none of that shit. So I brightened up, like, I'm just going to feel good, bro, because I can't get pulled down into that abyss, because that's where you at. I don't know why you there. Let me uplift you. No, I like it in the mud. Okay.
Just
Yeah.
listen to me. Yeah. Down here yelling. Watch me in the hole. Just don't try to save me. No rope. Just know I'm here in the hole.
Yeah, totally.
And listen to me.
Well, it's the same statistics that show that single fathers raise children the way a two-parent household would be, where it's like 60% of single mothers turn the sons into prison, gangbangers, all kinds of other shit.
Motherfuckers turn out gay.
All kinds of shit. You understand what I'm saying? So,
No offense to the gay.
yeah.
Yeah, he said turned out. He didn't say born that way. He said turned out.
Turned out is different. Yeah, that means something was thrust
That's
to
a
the
whole
punch.
different scenario.
No pun intended. So, nah, totally. Because I like these types of things.
Predators seek after a weak household. So if you got predator out there and you unbeknownst woman, you ain't paying attention to shit like that or thinking like, let me look out for predators. This niggas out here looking at, oh, it's a one woman household with just one or two children. That's something to feast on. It's some niggas out there licking their lips like, fuck everybody in this goddamn house. Have my way with everybody. I ain't saying that's right at all. I'm against that. You feel me? Totally. Feel me? But I'm saying, like, it's motherfuckers out there that's thinking on that level, and women, y'all just gotta be careful with who you let into your home and into your energy and who you have around your kids.
I'll go one further.
Because something can get thrust upon your kids, and that's why I said turned out earlier.
I'll go one further. There's women who know the dude is that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But that's how the rent gonna get paid.
Yeah,
that's
that too. It's those scenarios out here too.
I know he's
It's cold-blooded.
I went through that. It's not that bad. I want to have a man. I want to be alone.
Yep. It's those emotions that go into it too.
And so,
It's sick. Hey, and the demons is preying on all those low-level emotions, all that low-level thinking. Demons preying on that shit.
Well, women more
And suckling on that shit.
Well, women are more susceptible to possession.
Yeah.
And so no one talks about that. They might not know about it either. So a lot of times, we in all this equality now, but back in the day, the whole reason men did exorcisms is because if a woman was trying to perform an exorcism, the chances of her being possessed are like 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So because she wouldn't know if the emotions were hers or the demonic force. Whereas a man is unemotional. So as he starts getting these thoughts or emotions that don't match up, he going to be, the demon's trying to attack me. Because I don't think none of that shit.
Yeah. I don't feel none of that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas the woman wouldn't know the difference between if it's her feelings or the demonic force's feelings, and next thing you know, she's rolling with the demonic force.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's a certain way our society's been structured by God that things are supposed to interact. Not perfect, but with a better flow, with less complaint. Because I see a lot of shows lately on the internet where it's all these dudes talking about high-value men and why those men aren't going to date those women. But I believe all those shows are backwards.
Yeah.
Because they not dealing with it's still more women on the planet than men. So how do you really, instead of every man trying to become a high-value man where money's concerned, because I don't believe you're going to see that. I don't believe you're going to see that. Instead, why don't we deal with how you really deal with the women as they are?
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And therefore, we came up with the Million Mac March.
Hell yeah. The Million Mac March.
Million Mac.
Man, I want to come back around though, man, to the music. So, Mr. CR, tell me, man, what was like some of your inspirations, like growing up, like filming, listening to music, like from the culture?
A lot of my inspirations with a lot of that shit from the early '90s. A lot of artists from R&B or hip hop. It was like a different time back then, so it was more or less like everybody couldn't really do it at the time. So
Yeah.
people were coming up with creative. Everybody, the majority of the acts were saying the exact same shit. It was just everybody was trying to figure out a different way to say this shit.
Yeah.
The artistry of putting this shit together was what inspired me and shit. And to also get the message across in a creative way. You know what I mean? The way the public, like, oh, that shit was hard, man. I like how that nigga did that. You know what I mean?
Nah,
That's
feel
what I
you.
try to, do.
Man,
That's
so
what inspired me. Other great artists.
do you write all your hooks, man?
I do all that. I do all that shit.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nah, because your hooks is catchy, man. They fire.
Yeah, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I do all that shit, man.
But you heard him. He said he the management, the PR.
Yeah. Oh, God.
He meant that shit. He meant that.
Oh, God. I mean, honestly, that's what you got to do, man. You got to wear a lot of hats, man. When you first starting off, I feel like with anything, it ain't just music, entertainment industry, and any of that shit. I feel like if you starting your own construction business, you got to wear a lot of hats on that. You got to and unless you finna pay someone to file all your paperwork, you got to file all that paperwork that come with everything, getting your EIN number and, feel me?
Tax,
Like,
any of that.
if you got time, then it seems more valuable to do that. But if you got more money, then
You pay
time, then you pay for it.
You outsource it.
Yeah, outsource it. Feel me?
Keep on doing it until it get to a point where it's that shit overwhelming and you have to hire somebody to help you with that.
Yeah.
Other than that, as long as I could do it myself, I'm just gonna keep doing it myself.
No, totally.
Yeah.
So is this a single or is this part of our album?
That's a single off of an album.
Okay.
The name of the album is called Mr. CR is Back. The name of the single is called Survivor.
Okay.
But it's like 28 songs on that motherfucker. But I know it's a lot of people, well, I'm not out there like that, so people just gotta find it and then, tap into it. But I got some shit on that motherfucker.
So you said 28 songs?
About 28 songs, so if I'm not mistaken, maybe 27. No, at a minimum 22.
Yeah, that's a deluxe album.
Yeah. I tried to copy that nigga Fucc. He had a thing that All Eyes on Me shit.
Yeah, the
I
double
tried to
album.
tracks. I'm like, boy, if he could do it, let me do that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
get more value. That way you get more value to your listeners.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, definitely.
Some if you listen to that shit, you listen to all somebody, everybody gonna like at least one song on that motherfucker. I guarantee.
Oh, God.
Guarantee you that.
This took me back to like who banging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mac 10 in it. Yeah.
Know what it gave me the vibe of? Ice Cube, Today Was a Good Day.
Oh yeah.
Feel me?
All good shit.
It gave me them type of vibes. Like,
It's all
feel
cats I
me?
look up to. So
Well, you gotta have something that's easy to remember and fun to say.
Yeah.
So when the track starts off, it's like James Brown on the one
Oh, God.
because it just comes in banging.
Bow. I'm a boss. Right on the drop, too. That shit hard.
Yeah, it's right on the drop. So that's
shout out to C1 for making that beat too.
Yeah, shout out to C1, man.
Yeah, West Coast Creations.
yeah. So now it immediately takes you into the track. Like you don't have no
Hell
choice.
yeah.
You don't have no choice. And then because the hook is easy to remember, I started singing the hook right away.
No, for real.
So then even though I don't know all the lyrics, it made me feel competent in the song. I don't know if that makes sense.
Nah, totally.
You get what I'm saying? Like in other words, I would bump it again and again because I know the hooks. I feel like I know the song.
Yeah.
Where sometimes songs are so complicated, especially in hip hop, and I get it. Sometimes cats is really dope artists and they trying to really give their audience something.
Yeah.
But at the same point, if it's too complicated, I can.
And if it's too fast, like if it's not on point, like if it's not rhythm, like rhythmic.
We was just talking about that on the way up here.
Yeah. Now your shit it's got the rhythm. It's on point.
Now back in the
Let's
day
see.
though, I got some shit that used to be, oh man, that nigga rapping too fast. Oh, that nigga going over my head. Oh, I had to, you know what I mean, all that other type of shit. But now I'm like, nah, man, let me just focus on. I'm trying to do shit for the people.
Yeah.
People that could relate to. Just like if a nigga going through like a breakup with a bitch, I throw in some sugar-free shit or something to make it feel better. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make shit that people could fuck with and relate to. All that other shit. The synthesizer, the stethosizer, the breathalyzer, and all that old shit. I ain't with none of that.
Well, now you could definitely got to stay in your lane. What it you feel comfortable making, you're supposed to make. Don't imagine what people want to hear. Just make what
Nah.
I only make music that I like.
No, for real.
I don't know what the next person like.
And how you would want to hear it. Feel me? That's why I feel like the best artists, like it's some satisfaction that comes from that, like, because when you start a song, you hear it a certain way in your head, even if you didn't make the beat. you hear your lyrics on the beat a certain way, like, feel me, before you even lay it down. So when you finally manifest it, it's like a real satisfaction that, like, dang, I heard what was just in my head. Now it's like on the track, and it sounds exactly how I heard it in my head. Like,
And that ain't easy always.
no, it ain't easy always.
Especially if you writing lyrics and don't have the music yet.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Yeah, it's you wrote something down and you're like, ooh, where's the music to this?
Yeah, I need a beat for this motherfucker.
It is, but I don't know if, because this happened with us. We'll be making something and we use a totally different song and it fit better.
Tell me, CR, where's like your best times of like inspiration when you feel like inspired to sit down and write a verse or something, man? Like when you in public somewhere or feel me doing a certain activity, like
It's just the beat when I get the beats. When
I feel you.
Because the only time I was writing without beats was like in jail or shit like that. But on the street, it's just the beats. And then when I hear the beat, it just depends on where the beat gonna take me. That's gonna determine how the song comes out.
okay, nah, that's real.
Yeah, I mean, some
Because that's how I work too. I just wanted to know though, because different artists like derive like their inspiration from different places. Because sometimes even if I'm listening to a beat, sometimes like I might get a writer's block at home, but for some reason I might be riding the bus or be out sitting at the park, and then I get more inspiration listening to the beat for some reason.
Yeah, you could go. Sometimes you could go to a party or something. Might have had a good show. That might inspire a motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh God, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I wanted to know, man. Like, because I find those things, like those little tidbits of details, like interesting, man. Because like sometimes, like I look at it like, dang, if I didn't have that experience, I wouldn't have even been able to write that bar for that song. Or if I wouldn't have went to that park, or like just finished doing a good show, I wouldn't have even had inspiration for doing this next thing. Yeah, so it's almost like a chain reaction.
Yeah, sometimes a lot of shit I be going through too. You know what I mean? Like it be like, all right, yeah, I got this motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm finna just write about this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You know what I mean? I got a song.
Powerful,
I got a song called "Get On, Bitch."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was inspired by this dumbass bitch. That shit hard. That shit came out hard. You gotta hear that shit. That shit came out hard as
I'm above it. I'm above that joint.
Did you send it to you?
Nah, we can find it on either Bandcamp or you said like Apple Music, YouTube.
Okay.
Feel me? We'll find it. We gonna look it up and bang
Get
that.
On, Bitch. Watch when you hear that.
It's on your channel because I followed your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Then we gonna bump it then. I got bro YouTube channel. I'm subscribed.
Okay, good. Now everybody got a different creative way that they approach it.
Yeah.
That shit like therapy.
Nah, it is. It is definitely like therapy, man.
You ever find yourself afraid to write about certain subjects?
Hell nah. I'm writing about everything. Now, if I do choose to put it out or not, it all depends on how far I'm going with this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get you on that one.
How I feel what I do, I just either take out names or I put in new names, like how they do in the movies. Like this is a true story.
Oh yeah.
But the names have been changed.
For the ones that's alive still, we have rechanged names. For the ones that have died, we have told the story the way it is.
Like that's how I kind of did with that get on bitch. Like I was talking about somebody in particular, but the way I worded it in a sense where that individual won't feel offended, and then people who could relate to that situation, fuck with it. You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely.
I kind of worded that shit without.
What if you get a phone call from this?
Oh, I sent it to the bitch. Like, just look what I did.
Yeah,
there you go.
This for you.
Yeah, this for you.
He did it like Marvin Gaye.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, did y'all know this? Marvin Gaye had got sued by his wife. And then she sued him, and he owed her a whole album. And he was like, he named the album "Here, My Dear."
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
His wife sued him, and he was like, the court, what they, what do they call that, the legal term? But like,
Her settlement.
I guess like I don't know what you call it, like settlement, but it was like they ordered him. It was like a court order that he had to give her this much money. Yeah, settlement. Feel me? So instead of money he gave her, he had to write out an album for her because that's how he make his money. So he wrote out a whole album. It was like we ordered you to write this many songs for this album, and he did it. And he was like, he can't get a penny from this album. Feel me? He wrote maybe about the same amount of songs you did, like 28, some crazy shit.
Might have to check it out.
They just called it "Here, My Dear."
Is there anything on it we know?
I want to look it up. I've never listened to it.
Never listened to it.
I've never listened to it. I just found this information out maybe like yesterday or the day before
Then I'm about to fuck with
on
it.
TikTok. I was like, that shit's crazy. I was like, I never heard of a court ordering an artist or somebody like
That's pretty deep.
nigga, make this woman this many songs.
Yeah, that's some deep shit. Because he don't work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
Showing up is right here too.
Hey, too bad he didn't run a gum factory. He could have paid her in like gum or something.
Yeah. Right?
You ever see that commercial with this guy?
The nigga owned a plastic fork and plastic spoon factory.
Yeah. So here's 80 bags of forks.
There's 80 bags of spoons.
Sell them. Sell them. You're fine.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's 16,000 more. This is your retirement plan.
Oh, God.
I got a dog muscle company, bitch. Put this on, bitch.
Well, I see why you listen to Sugar Free.
Oh, God. CR, you born and raised out here from LA?
Yeah. Hell
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Born and raised out here. Yep. All 47 years.
What you looking for?
No, nothing. I was just grabbing my phone.
Looked like you was going to hit the little...
Nah.
Bum, bum, bum.
Uh,
Nah, that's man, that's a you cold piece though. You straight center the song. I'm still kind of. Did she reply?
No,
back?
CR like he ain't for the record it for
She just
nothing.
said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then she left it at that. But she know I'm crazy. So.
Yeah, I feel
Just like I know
The way
she a
you said it
tramp.
though, was she Spanish? She Latina?
Yeah.
Okay, the way you said it,
Hey, the
it
last
sounded
thing-
like you put a little Latino accent on it, like, and that's exactly how Mexican girls talk. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
Yeah, for the last 2
hey,
years.
I know Latinas be spicy, so that she kind of turned her on though. At the same time, she was like, he's so romantic.
That guy's crazy.
She was like, what the fuck is wrong with CR? But at the same time, she was like, I want to see him again.
bumping the song at the house, but won't tell nobody it's about her.
Yeah, no, for sure, nigga. For sure, nigga. For
Bumping it
sure.
at the house, ain't telling nobody. It's just about me. You know. There we go.
Yeah, shout out to the homegirl Dolly, man. I wrote a song called "Pimpin' on a Bitch" dedicated to Dolly. She love that shit because she know it's about it. She know it's about it, and she always leaving comments about it and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, see, some people participate in life, and then some people will pass through in a shadow fence.
Yeah.
Some women you messing with can say,
Can laugh at some
yeah,
shit.
like, yeah, I fucked up. We was both tripping. And so y'all can
And
circle
some
back.
would be too uptight. It's just serious.
You're
Like,
the
I had to
monster.
win.
You're the monster.
Yeah.
You're the monster in this story. I'll be the monster then.
I'll be the beast, beauty.
Yeah, totally. You know, because people got that hero type, you know.
Dogma mentality.
Yeah, totally.
Feel me? Good guy, bad guy scenario.
Yeah. And in most people's stories, they're always the good guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For real. Same with the
Hey,
women.
well, I forgot what movie I saw this in, but the cat was like, man, you're only good in people's stories that you've done good too. So people that you've done nothing for, or maybe you, in their eyes, you've done some bad shit to them, nigga, you're a bad guy.
Yeah.
You feel me? But the people that you helped a little old lady across the street to get home with her grocery bags, and you A1 Boy Scout superhero in her eyes. Feel me? You helped your sister wash her car. You help your mama pay her rent or whatever the case may be. You of course you a good guy in their eyes. But for the people that like can't wait to see that nigga damn full. Like, for whatever reason, you a bad guy or they rival in their story.
I don't know. Maybe people just got to have that me versus them shit going on. I don't know.
But when in reality, it's just always you versus you.
Yeah,
Because we all reflections of each other, but life would be boring if you had to just look at yourself the whole time.
that's real.
You know? Like I hate to look at all three of you gentlemen, you all look like me. How would you ever be able to take any type of, feel me, how would you be able to take any type of criticism
Yeah, totally.
if it wasn't for somebody else? Nigga, you always think you was right if you was always looking at yourself, interacting with yourself down here on earth. If it was just all about you.
It damn sure would get boring.
No, for sure it would.
One place.
Boring now, totally. And I'll take it, the excitement of all of it.
Yeah, any day.
Any day. But
Any
I ain't
day
looking
of
for
the week.
security.
Yeah.
I ain't looking for security. So you know what I'm saying. If you ain't looking for security, then this is fun.
Yeah.
It's an adventure till you check up out of here.
Want to know what's gonna happen every step of the way. Like,
Nah.
Yeah.
no, that's crazy. Yeah, I was just saying. Some people want to know what's gonna happen every step of the way. It's like that take the fun out the journey, man. It's more about the journey than the destination. You know what I mean? Like that's, people don't realize that.
Oh, when my dad go ahead.
No, shit. I'm sitting
No,
there, yeah.
go ahead. You the guest.
No, I ain't shit. I ain't got nothing to say.
Just for my pops pass. That's the last thing he told me. He didn't ask for more money, more women, none of that. He said he wanted more time. even though he's sick in the hospital. He wanted more time, and I was like, he died like 2 days later, and it stuck in my mind. I said, I feel that time is the most valuable thing.
Oh God,
time is the most valuable thing. He just wanted more adventure, more journey, because time represents the journey. Because the destination is head to the casket or cremation or whatever your thing is. You get what I'm saying? So yeah,
that's facts.
For real. So it's got to be the journey, because the final destination is the upper room.
Hell yeah.
Upper room shit. Yeah. Don't rush to get there. You know, it's coming no matter what you do.
Yeah, no matter what.
And it's coming and you don't know when it's coming. Could be 35, could be 93, could be 60. You understand what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
You don't really know. So you might as well take every day slow and
enjoy it.
And enjoy it. You know?
Enjoy the times that you get with your loved ones, with your little breezy that you got, or if you got a wife, enjoy all the moments. Because it's all precious, man. Shit can all be gone in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, and you only live once. I'm finna enjoy the fuck out this motherfucker while I can, man.
Hell yeah.
As long as I can stay healthy and all that shit. Fuck it.
I feel you on that, CR. Any final shout outs you want to give?
I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that's out there doing what the fuck they gotta do to make up enough money to purchase my new shit right now. Mr. CR is out. Mr. CR is back right now. MISTER is back out now.
Go download that ASAP, Jack.
Get that
shit. Nigga, listen to that West Coast classic.
For real.
Feel me?
Hey, it was a pleasure having you on, CR.
Hey, man, with that being said, y'all, like, subscribe to the channel, and always.
You saw him first on Feature. Peace and love, y'all. Mike L.
Let's go.
I'm blowing chronic smoke in the wind. Going places you never been, accumulating dividends. Mostly Benjamins. Bought a Ferrari just to shit on the Benz. Looking fresh and clean, hottest nigga on the scene. Don't any of you whack MCs go as hard as me, getting green. Pocket full of broccoli, extra cheese. Paparazzi trying to get a flick of me and the team. Every day my life a movie scene. You don't understand. I'm
survivor, make something out of nothing like MacGyver. We don't stress out when we hard timing. We just get the fuck up and start grinding. Cause I'm a boss, survivor, make something out of nothing like MacGyver. On many days when the sun don't shine, I still gotta stay focused and get mine all the time. Hey. Working a 9 to 5, all the bullshit I've been through, I'm happy to be alive. I done gang bang, sold drugs, hung around blood, cuz far from a sucker, regardless of what you thought it was. A grown man, miss me with the negativity. Inflation going up, it's expensive living in the city. So at this point in my life, I got to make sure that my pockets is right. Cash on demand, money in hand, a couple $100 grand on business I stand firmly. Feet pounding on the pavement, came a long way from court dates and arraignments. Graduated from the street life to entertainment. I'm my own manager and talent agent. Headed to the top and it feels amazing. Prayers being answered by God, my life's changing. Boss, survivor, make something out of nothing like MacGyver. We don't stress out when we hard timing. We just get the fuck up and start grinding. Cause I'm a boss, survivor, make something out of nothing like MacGyver. On many days when the sun don't shine, I still gotta stay focused and get mine.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your attention and your subscriptions. If you have a business or a service you would like to promote, or if you don't have one, and you just want to come on the show and talk and be a guest on Featured, please DM us at featured_guest on Instagram. We look forward to hearing from you and seeing you. Peace and love.